Hi, my name is Ashwini Kumar. In this video, we are going to see the characteristics of the MOSFET. So before going into the characteristics, first we will see the operation of this MOSFET. And in the previous lecture, as I told that MOSFETs are divided into the two types. So one is the enhancement MOSFET and second one is the depletion MOSFET. And in enhancement also we're having the two types, N-type enhancement and P-type enhancement. And here also N-type depletion MOSFET and P-type depletion MOSFET. So first we will see the enhancement MOSFET and then we will go to the depletion MOSFETs. So in the enhancement MOSFET, while coming to the N-type enhancement MOSFET, enhancement N MOSFET. So how the structure looks like is that generally the MOSFET is a 4-terminal device. It is having the total 4 terminals will be there. So one is the source terminal, second one is the drain terminal, and it is a silicon dioxide layer and it is a polysilicon, and here one terminal will get one terminal. So it is a source, it is a drain, and it is a gate. And this entire thing, apart from the source and drain, this entire region is a substrate, or we can also call it as a bulk terminal. So totally source, gate, drain, and bulk. So 4-terminal device. And if it is a N-type MOSFET, then the source and drain, both these two are the N-type material or N-type extrinsic semiconductors. So both these two are the N-type. And while coming to the substrate or bulk is the P-type. The same case is applicable reverse to the P MOSFETs. So if it is a P MOSFET, then the source and drain are the P types and this substrate is the N type. That is the difference. And as we already know that whenever the P and junctions are formed, then definitely the layer will form. That layer is called as a depletion layer. So it is a depletion layer. It forms like this. So it is a depletion layer between the source and substrate, and it is a depletion layer between the drain and substrate, right? So it is a general construction of the N-type MOSFET. And now generally the most of the cases we are not using this bulk here. So our operation goes on with the help of source, gate, and drain. Anyhow, you have to treat that the source and bulk, both these two are short circuited. Okay. And the next, so here we are giving some potential difference to the source and the drain. Let's give the negative terminal to the source and the positive terminal to the drain, and give some potential difference. Let's take it as a VDD. And now if this MOSFET has to come into conduction state, then from source to drain some charge carriers has to flow. See, if you observe, it is a positive, it is a negative, so the electrons has to come like this, and from source to drain, and then it has to go like this. That means it has to form one loop like this. That means if a current has to flow in this loop, then definitely the charge carriers has to flow from source to drain. That is the main important concept here. The charge current has to flow from source to drain. So if the charge current has to flow from source to drain, then what we have to do and what are the voltages we have to apply? So that thing we have to understand here. As a N-type MOSFET, if the conduction or the charge carriers has to move from source to drain, then here depletion layer has to be closed. So in order to break down this depletion region, we have to bring up the electrons in between the source and drain. So if we can able to bring up the electrons here, then the depletion layer will be cancelled out. Then one channel will form from source to drain. Now the electrons will start moving from source to channel and from channel to drain. Okay, so now if you want to bring up or if you want to accumulate the group of electrons in this region, why? Because the electrons are nothing but minority charge carriers of this substrate, why? Because here the substrate is a p-type, and from this p-type substrate we have to gather the minority charge carriers, those are electrons in this place. If you can able to bring up the electrons in this place, then this at this place the depletion layer will be cancelled out, because here the electrons are there, and automatically one channel will forms like this, and now the electrons may freely flow from source to drain like this. So here the concept is, if you want to bring up the electrons, if you want to bring up the electrons at the channel, so what we have to do and what is the step we have to take place? So that is the concept we have to see right now. And if I apply the positive gate voltage here, positive gate voltage, okay, so if I apply the positive gate voltage, then what happens is that here whatever the part I am showing here, this part is just looks like a capacitor. It forms a capacitor or it makes a capacitor operation. Why? Because this terminal, this polysilicon is acts like a plate number 1, and this bulk or substrate acts like a plate number 2, and this silicon dioxide acts like a dielectric medium. So now it is a gate and it is a bulk, right? So now here a capacitance is formed. Whenever to the capacitor, if the one plate is positive, then obviously the second plate is negative. That means if we apply the positive voltage to the gate, right, if we apply the positive voltage to the gate, then obviously the negative voltage will be developed at the bulk. Or else you can understand this one in some other way. If you are applying the positive voltage to the gate, then this positive voltage attracts the electrons towards the channel or the bulk, I mean at this place. So if the gate voltage is positive, then the all minority charge carriers in the p-type, those are electrons, will get attracted towards this point. Why? Because here I am applying the positive voltage. So if the positive voltage is applied, then the electrons will get attracted toward this point. Now the bunch of electrons will accumulated here. Whenever the bunch of electrons are accumulated, now the depletion layer will break down here. So whenever the depletion layer is break down here, now one channel is formed. So now the electrons from source to channel and from channel to drain, okay, they will move like this. Now the conduction from this MOSFET starts. So it is the operation of the enhancement N-type MOSFET. So now what we have to understand is that if the gate voltage is positive, then the electrons accumulated in between the source and drain, that means here in between the source and drain, now the depletion region will be cancelled out and a channel forms. From this channel the electrons will start moving from source to drain. Then the conduction starts on, that means the MOSFET is in on state. So if I am applying the negative voltage to the gate, then what happens? Here more number of holes will accumulate. Why? Because the negative charge attracts the holes. Holes are the majority charge carriers of the p-type of bulk. So the more number of holes will attract here. If the more number of holes are attracting, then what happens? The width of the depletion layer will still more bulge. Okay, so if the width of the depletion layer is bulge here, then the channel will not form and the conduction does not takes place. So here one more conclusion from this point is that if the gate voltage is a negative, then holes will accumulate in between the source and drain, and there is no matter of formation of the channel. And if the channel is not there, then the MOSFET is in the off state. So it is a case of the negative gate voltage, the MOSFET is in off state, and it is a case of the positive gate voltage, the MOSFET is in the on state. So both these two cases are applicable for the N-type enhancement MOSFET, right? And now while coming to the characteristics, okay, so based upon this operation we will see the characteristics right now. So here I am drawing the graph between the ID versus VGS. ID versus VGS means it's nothing but a transfer characteristics. Why? Because in the previous lecture of the JFET, as I told, the transfer characteristics is nothing but the graph we are going to draw between the output current and the input voltage. So here it is, ID is the output current and VGS is the input voltage. So here I'm taking from negative to positive. If it is a N MOSFET for positive voltages, right? So for positive voltages, the MOSFET is in which state? The MOSFET is in the conduction state, on state. But for the negative voltages, the MOSFET is in the off state. The same thing we are going to represent here in the graph. The graph will come like this. It's just like a diode characteristics. And you may have one doubt that why can't the graph is starting from the zero? Why can't? Because I will explain. And what, from where the voltage, from where VGS voltage the conduction is starting, it is called as a V suffix TH. V suffix TH is nothing but a threshold voltage. Threshold voltage means whenever the VGS is positive, the channel will not form immediately. Why? Because the accumulation, whenever the gate voltage is positive, first of all, the minority charge carriers of the p-type, those are electrons, has to accumulate here, and after accumulation the depletion layer has to be cancelled out. Okay, and then the channel forms here in between the source and drain. So to make this happen, definitely it requires some voltage. That means the minimum gate voltage to form the channel is called as a threshold voltage. Clear? The minimum gate voltage that is required to form the channel is nothing but a threshold voltage. So it is a graph of the transfer characteristics to the enhancement N-type MOSFET. So now if we see the output characteristics means we have to draw the graph between output voltage and output current. So it is just like the same as the JFET, so we'll get the curve like this, and here also the same, the pinch of voltage will be maintained, and after the pinch of voltage, even though if you are increasing the VDS, the drain current will remains the constant. Okay, so the output characteristics of the enhancement MOSFET or the depletion MOSFET is same as the JFET, but while coming to the transfer characteristics will somehow change comparing with the JFET and the MOSFET. So it is the case and operation regarding the N-type MOSFET. And coming to the N-type MOSFET, here both gate and source, I mean here I told the gate is a positive voltage, right? So gate is a positive voltage means we have to connect with respect to the gate and source like this, right? So here the gate is positive and source is a negative, we have to connect like this. And if you want to make the gate as a negative voltage, then you have to connect a negative to the gate and a positive to the source, nothing but a VGS, right? So if you want to make the enhancement N MOSFET into conduction state, then the VGS must be positive, and if you want to off the enhancement N type MOSFET, then the VGS must be negative. Okay, and even for the positive gate voltages, immediately for 0 volts it won't comes into conduction, because anyhow some gate to source voltage is required to form the channel. Whenever the channel is formed, then only the conduction will takes place. So the minimum gate to source voltage required to form the channel is called as a threshold voltage. Okay, so in the next lecture we will see the operation of the depletion MOSFET and characteristics of the depletion MOSFET. Thank you.